Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kalatu Cloud. My name is Vanessa, and I'm just going to be briefly going over a few of the major options that you have and major components that you have here in Kalatu Cloud. I'm really happy that you're here, and I'm really excited to show you some of the new tools that we have. And as you can tell in my voice, I'm just thrilled about what we have here with Kalatu Cloud. So, I will be going over everything pretty briefly because there's a lot here. This is a very robust software and it's just going to get better and better and better. We're just going to be adding more to it, more templates, more exciting tools for you to use, and I can't wait. So what I'm going to be going over is how to import or add contacts, how to send an email, the basics of your inbox. There's a calendar and task manager that I'm going to go over, and I'll show you how to send audio and video email as well as set up autoresponders. So with that being said, I'm going to go right into the audience manager, where we can actually add contacts. So when you're here, there you have a couple different options. I recommend just quick adding contacts if you're just adding one or two here. This will be especially beneficial if you have contacts from Facebook. So you'll just be able to add them here. John Smith. Obviously, the email address and name are required. Other than that, though, this is all up to you. If you want to add a phone number, if you even have a phone number. I think this part's really cool. You have lead categories. So if you have, if you want to add one of the corporate staff or the leaders in there, you have that option. If you have people's that you're segmenting off as already your customers, you want to add them here. A hot prospect, a new prospect, or uncategorize. I think those options are pretty cool, which you can always edit later, and you can manage your options in your settings as well. So if you can just do save and close or save and new. But that's how you quickly add a contact. You can also import from any of these email services here or an Excel file. I do believe Aweber and Response both have an option to download a CSV or Excel file of your contacts from them. I believe that'll be the easiest way to import at this time. It'll have to be a little bit of trial and error for that. From here, you'll see different options for managing your contacts. I'm just going to actually go to manage contacts. And you can do manage your contact lists here. So you can create complete lists of contacts just like you could in a service like Aweber or GetResponse. Now, from manage contacts, you'll be able to multiple select different contacts and bulk action them, such as unsubscribing them at once or editing the lead category, so the categorization that I was just going over, whether they're a prospect or a customer. So if someone buys from you and moves from the category of new prospect to customer, you can segment your list that way, which is really handy. You can also send emails directly from this manage contact screen, as well as sending an autoresponder, so that's pretty cool. Really exciting stuff. If you want to send an email directly, again, you can go right from here to get to this screen, but what I love about Kalatu Cloud personally is that it opens up all these handy tabs for you. It opens everything in a new tab, so it's really handy to get to where you need to go because, I don't have to backspace a bunch. I can just close out my tabs, and here I'm back at my audience manager, or I'm back home, which I can easily get to at any time. So whenever you need to just take a break and get back to basics, click that home button, you'll be taken right back home. All right, let's go over sending an email, and then we'll go over sending an audio or a video email as well. You'll just go to email campaigns. Like you saw from the contacts list, you can get to this page from a couple different areas inside Kalatu Cloud, but this is the main way. Let's go here. You can also click the sidebar here. So one of the cool things that you probably all remember from Earl's presentation is that you will have email templates. We're going to stockpile Kalatu Cloud with pre-written email templates, swipe, video email templates, bunch of stuff. Let's go right into it. Let's just go to what we have as far as creating or new existing email templates. All right, so you're going to come with a couple of these templates in here. These were already in here. This one was just an income disclosure, but you can go into each of them and maybe edit and send. So if you want to start this email campaign from here, that's what you would click while still editing it. And you'll have the basic options here. This is your subject line. This was my subject line. So it was subject line. I was just having fun. Paul Hutchings made me laugh one time telling a story about a story that he told his child about a poop fairy and how he used poop fairy as an email subject line, and it was the highest open rate essentially he'd ever had. So I was having fun. But you can this is just describing your email to yourself. Other than the subject line and the from email, other than that, no one's going to see this information. So let's keep moving. You'll be able to see both the HTML and the plain text version of your email. This is what your email is going to look like, because I was just testing, until you open the letter builder. So the letter builder is actually like your form builder, like you would have in GetResponse or Aweber, where you can build your email and what it looks like. You have colors, fun stuff, etc. You can even send a test email. And this is just because we're in a basic email template, we won't see all the fancy schmancy stuff, but this is essentially what you have. You can close the letter builder, and when you're happy with it, just keep moving on. Your plain text version is where you'll be able to add in images and videos. The video will just be a video preview, but I'll get to more of that later. You can add images from your image library, which you have built in right here into Kalatu Cloud. You can use a lot of stuff. I mean, you see it right here. This is also where you can edit the text in your email, even though you can do that in each of them. Just wanted to let you know that. Keep going, and you'll be able to send it. So you see all 4 steps laid out right here clearly for you. So that's really easy. One thing that I think is really cool, and I encourage you to take advantage of, is the spam score. So as you can see here, you can either save, or you can save and spam score. Or you can just continue on to sending it. But I like the spam score. It lets you know, depending on what information you put in your email and what text you used in your email, where it grades on the likelihood to be marked as spam. So really cool option. And then you can just send the email. So that's sending an email. As you can see, pretty straightforward, the actual tools that you have in place here. It's just kind of getting it's going to be a matter of getting the lay of the land. It's a new tool, so there's going to be a learning curve. But once you learn where everything is, you're going to be a pro at this. So the next thing we're going to go over is, now that we've done just plain text emails, I want to show you video and audio emails. As I said before, you can access these things from the sidebar, or you can just click the home button and go there. Video Marketer will be the same thing as video email at this time. And obviously audio mail, you understand that. With Video Marketer, so part of what is amazing about Kalatu Cloud is not only will you have plain email templates, you'll also have video email templates. At the time that I'm recording this video, we don't have very many to play with, but you can, from this page, create a new video email template. You can manage the existing email templates that you have. You can even record a video straight from this dashboard. Of course, you can upload your own videos as well. It is important to note that it is actually you're not able to send videos in email. That is a law. So the video itself will not be in the email that your contacts receive, but they will have a really cool, actually, just let me show you. So when you go to create a new email template for video, just go here. You can just do the basic layout or big background. This is going to be the actual page that your video is on, because the video can't be in the email itself. The actual preview of the video will be directing somewhere. So I just click the basic layout. You name it video. Again, this is just for you. Next, this is going to be the preview image that your contacts will see in the email of your video. So you have a couple different options here. And then just similarly to what we just saw in the email template, you're going to have some kind of theme builder, which is like a form builder, just like Aweber GetResponse, where you will design how the page looks that your video is displayed on. You'll see the very straightforward contents here. Feel free to play with them and have fun. But that is sending a video email in essence, because after that, your actual settings are going to be exactly the same as what they would be with any other email. Same thing with audio mail. Be able to send it just like that. The options are essentially the same. When you go to create a new audio template, you're going to have these basic options. You see here, basic layout. You have a couple different options here. Name your theme. This will be the player that shows inside the email itself. So your options are going to be very similar to what they would be with video, but obviously you're including an audio file and not a video file, and this is what it'll look like. So when you finish, your options will be the same. That's sending video and audio email in a nutshell. I'm going to close off some of these tabs so we can get back to basics, just like I said before. So for the sake of time, I'm going to speed through the rest of this because this is supposed to be a very straightforward message for you guys. You do have a calendar and a task manager right here, which you can access here. You'll be able to create new appointments for your contacts. So if you're talking to someone on Facebook and want to set up a time to talk to them, boom, you have the options right here to do that. Create a new appointment and add that event to your calendar. So that's pretty cool. You can even make it recurring. If it's a weekly team meeting that you have, add it in here. You have those options. When you go back to the calendar and task manager, you can create a web calendar. So this is going to be really neat. This is something that's going to be built out a little more in the upcoming weeks after this video is recorded. So this is just going to be an easy way for you to manage all of your customer contacts and the tasks that you have with them and your daily to-do list, as well as your weekly recurring events or Project Titan related content as well. So very cool stuff. When you go back home, I do want to go over setting up an autoresponder very quickly. So you can set up campaigns that automatically send to your contacts when they opt in to a specific list. So let's go and check that out. From this page, you'll see a lot of the same options that you've been seeing other places. You will have the option to upload your video here. HTML5 video. This video could be part of a drip campaign to your contacts on an autoresponder basis. There's a lot of options that you can make here, as well as you can easily add, edit, or delete lists from this page, which is cool. You can even create new web forms from this page. So web forms are actually those capture pages or forms that you can put on your website or your blog to capture leads right on the spot. Very cool stuff. To create a new autoresponder, just click Create Autoresponder up here. On this page, you're going to see a quick, well, it's not so quick, but I'm going to make it quick, explanation of a standard autoresponder versus an autoresponder set up on a specific date. You have these two options right here. Standard is, let's say someone opts in today and I have an autoresponder series that's set to go off maybe one email the first day that they opt in, one email the second day that they've, the day after they've opted in, a third email 7 days after they opt in, and that format goes for every single contact that comes in. A specific date is if someone comes in, two contacts come in on the 12th of the month and the 13th of the month, they're both getting the same email on a specific date that you set. So if that first email is supposed to be the 15th of the month, neither of them will get them until the 15th of the month if that's your first email. So the specific date is more, it's a trump card. I would recommend standard. That's a lot less to keep track of, but it really depends on what you're promoting and how you're promoting it. All right, and next. This is the page where you'll create your autoresponder and set specific emails for specific days, however you want your autoresponder series to be set up. This is where you're going to be doing all of that. And you can select different letters that you have. So these are emails that you've added to your campaign in Kalatu Cloud. So to add new letters, you just click New Letter. It wants me to save. Okay. See what happens when you don't follow instructions? All right, now we're good to go. So you just click New Letter. You can either create a letter right here, so that'll bring you into a a page that will allow you to create a new email. Whenever you see letter right now, it means email. You can copy a letter from an existing autoresponder campaign. I don't have any existing autoresponder campaigns. Or you can copy a letter from your library, so your email campaign library. These are emails that you've already written and sent out and might not be on an autoresponder yet. So these are the current categories that I have in here, but you will have different categories depending on your own settings. So if I just wanted to add emails, you could click continue. And then it'll bring you to a page where you can determine when this email is set out in your autoresponder series. So if I wanted that email to be the first email that gets sent out to whoever opts into my list, that's what I'm going to dictate right here. So you can either send immediately after triggered. So if I did want this to go out immediately, perhaps it includes a free download or something of that nature, definitely set it up to immediately trigger. Or you can select a date as in how many days after they opt in. So if you don't want an email to be sent to them until 1 day after they opt in, that's what you put in here. And you have your options to name this for your own self as well. This is what your autoresponder message will look like. Again, these options are the same across all the emails. Having your letter builder and building it, you'll get the HTML version and the plain text version. Very similar settings as you move through this process. And as we are back on a very familiar page. So that is setting up autoresponders. You would just repeat that process. So you see I'm in edit letter now, I'm going to save, and I'll just go back to edit my autoresponder. As I keep going, I can add new letters. So if I wanted 4 emails in my autoresponder series, 4 emails, I'd have to enter and edit the settings for all of those. So that is autoresponders. The final thing I want to go over is analytics. So let me exit out of these tabs again for the final time as we are coming to a close here. Analytics is going to be really cool, and you're going to have all the stats that you need for your videos, for your autoresponder reports, for your campaign email reports. You can even do social media campaigns through here. I don't know if you've noticed this little button here, but you're going to have fun with that. You'll have analytics for that as well. There's a lot of options here. So as you move through the process of continuing to send emails and building your list and sending autoresponders and playing around and experimenting with video and audio emails, you're going to have the stats to back up those and give you reports that you need to be able to figure out what's working for you. So with that being said, guys, I know this was a crash course in Kalatu Cloud, but go out, have fun, get your hands dirty, and just and build your list. This is going to be such a robust and important tool in the management of your online business, and I'm really excited to see where it takes you. So with that, welcome to Kalatu Cloud and have fun.